Top stories for today consist of some Pokemon Go updates, as well as Spyro Reignited's Trilogy being delayed for a very interesting reason, and also Grand Theft Auto's cheat manufacturers have cease and desist orders. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of The News You Missed, the big game news show that recaps what happened in the big game industry that might be important to it, but most importantly, to you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, before we jump into that, I have two things I want to mention. I don't mention these a lot, but I do give away a Nintendo Switch each month. All you have to do to win that is be subscribed to me, like and share my videos, and drop a comment down below, and I give a Switch away every 15th. You drop a comment on any of the videos between the time span of each giveaway, you're entered in for the next giveaway. On to the next bit of news. Patreon is going very, very well, and I want to give a big shout out to those who are supporting me over on Patreon. I want to let you guys know that I really appreciate every bit of support that I get, either on here or Patreon, and the winners of Patreon have been announced as well once again. So I just wanted to get that news out there, and we're going to be jumping into this news, and we're talking about Pokemon Go adding Regirock, Registeel, Regice. These guys, they don't really make sense to the game itself. That's what this article is going into, but the thing is that they're going to only be in Pokemon Go until September 20th. Also, parental controls are coming to Pokemon Go. Why? What are you trying to control? Like, you can't chat in Pokemon Go. You can add friends, but you can't chat. You can't have customized avatars. The only thing that you would be controlling would be, like, purchases. And then they're linked to your Google or Apple account, and you can make it so that you have to approve the purchase with a password before you actually buy it. Therefore, what are these parental controls actually going to do? I guess it's supposed to be like managing the privacy of the game, but at the same time, again, I don't really think parental controls are that big of a deal for Pokemon Go. Maybe you're in a completely different camp, and I would love to hear from you, but you can go ahead and let me know in the comments down below. This story is kind of silly and ridiculous, to be honest. So, Steam accidentally had launched Steam TV, and at first a lot of people had thought, hey, this is a Twitch competitor. Once again, Steam's rising up and trying to compete with both YouTube and Twitch. No, what ended up happening is that a Steam representative said that that's going to be the broadcast for the main event of the International Dota 2 annual tournament. Unfortunately, what people had seen was an inadvertent test feed to try and sort things out before it launched, and it was accidentally made public. The long and the short of it is, no, Steam is not competing with Twitch or YouTube yet, but I'm quite sure in the future we might see it. Moving on, we have Metal Gear Solid news. David Hayter returns as the voice of Snake in a touching Metal Gear Solid tribute. This tribute's pretty interesting, it's pretty unique. It's hashtag Metal Gear 31st. This is a pretty big and important thing because last year, as we know, Metal Gear saw not that big of support. The series has kind of suffered since Hideo Kojima and Konami parted ways, but apparently there's a movie being produced, and in this tribute, they talk about in detail and discuss with the fans how important the fans are and how they're making the movie and wanting the movie to be as ridiculous as the series and not dumbed down and casualized. Basically, it summarizes it as saying that Hollywood has made movies repetitive, and that the Metal Gear movie seeks to make it as close as possible to the video game series that we absolutely love. There's tons of Metal Gear Solid references in this. There's even Revolver Ocelot talking. It's a really great tribute, and you should check it out. As always, with all the citations, I'll link them down in the section below, and you can look into that. But once again, if you're really into Metal Gear Solid, you'll really like this. Hopefully the movie will turn out really well. I would love to see some of the scenes that were originally in PlayStation, and again, in the remake of the GameCube version. They would look really nice in HD. They would look really nice with real actors, and I think that would be absolutely great to see on the big screen. Again, hopefully it does stay true to the video game and the movie actually comes out and it's something absolutely amazing, but only time will tell. PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds adds a new gun in the first Fix PUBG update. The gun is called the Barrel M762, which implies that it would be using 7.62mm ammunition. It's very similar to the AKM, but it can use stability attachments, making it a little bit more accurate. But here's the thing, they're also patching in scooters, so you can drive a scooter around. I mean, I wouldn't really risk it because it makes you a massive target to be driving a scooter around, but hey, if you need to get from one place to another very quickly. Gameplay has seen some patches, but it's only the first of 3, so there are a few bug fixes that are including frustrating issues like players' loot boxes clipping under the map of Miramar, but again, the primary patch and things like that are to fix issues and fix PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds. So there you go, if you're a big PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds player, you're probably really happy with these updates. Keep a lookout for them because they're going to be coming. Ladies and gentlemen, Spyro Reignited Trilogy has been delayed till November. Yeah, so apparently it was supposed to come out in September. The Toys for Bob are talking about this, talking about the original release, but they want to delay it for a number of reasons. Now, I have come to hear that the reason for the delay is to fit all of the games onto one Blu-ray disc. Now, I'm not really sure or 100% positive if that is what's going to happen, but that seems to be the rumor, and that seems to be the most likely reason why it's delayed. If the game is finished, then why wouldn't it ship on time? Unless the game isn't finished, in which case they're just developing it more. Basically, what we got, the news that we got, was that the Spyro games were going to be shipping with one game on a disc, and then you would have to download the rest of them. Again, this is pretty negative in the longevity of things, because again, video game preservation, history, things like that. Plus, there's plenty of places that do not have high-speed internet. I mean, I could drive 20 minutes in any direction where I live, and I could find a person in a house that would have to deal with something like 5 megabyte download speeds, dial-up, satellite-based internet. And that's really, really bad because, like, what are they supposed to do? Where I live, there are no video game cafes where you can just take your Xbox One, plug it into an Ethernet, and download whatever you need real quick. It's not like you can do that at a library either. They don't let you do those things. Again, it'd be pretty annoying as well just to carry around a monitor or buy a super special accessory because once again, your games are requiring you to download stuff and you just don't have the internet where you live. This is a trade-off you have to make when you live in the country. A lot of relaxation, rest, you're chilling out, you don't have to deal with a lot of the noise, crime, things like that. It's really, really nice to live in the country, but at the same time, you also don't have download speeds, which is why a lot of people really like to have their games on a disc. It's also a matter of video game preservation. So seeing Spyro return to a video game, a more modernized system is really, really nice, but I would love to see it come on one disc, kind of like Crash Bandicoot did. Anyways, Grand Theft Auto 5's world record speedrun is a grueling, fascinating 10 hours. That's the title. I don't particularly think it's fascinating. I do particularly think it's grueling. It's pretty insane to see someone attempt a speedrun of this game when in fact it is such a lengthy video game play. 10 hours straight of gaming. And you have to think, man, you have to be in the right state of mind. You have to be doing very, very good because, man, no bathroom breaks. If you do decide to eat, you're trading off some potential time you could shave off. That sucks, doesn't it, man? There's no smoke breaks. There's nothing. You're there, you're sitting, you're playing. You just gotta deal with it. That sucks really bad. So my hat's off to this individual who did do this speedrun. Pretty crazy to see it, but hey, welcome to the internet, place where crazy exists. Anyways, the final story is that a court blocks the maker of GTA Online cheating programs from selling them. This is a cease and desist order. It's the U.S. District Court, the Southern District of New York. Now, that's important because the individual who was putting out these games, referred to as Zip-er-er. Yeah, whatever, man. It's an online handle, obviously. This individual has alleged that they removed their software originally, but then, unfortunately, at the behest of, again, Grand Theft Auto's owners, he had put out more software when they had asked him not to do that, not to put cheating software out there. They are alleging that he's made quite a bit of money citing his PayPal records and saying that he isn't poor, where he has argued that he would like to see this court case resolved in his place of Georgia, I believe. That was the state that he wanted it to go to. But the judge has shot that down, citing that the agreement he signed when he played the game said that the owners of Grand Theft Auto 5 reserve the right to resolve court cases in their district, which would be the Southern District of New York City. At the end of the day, he made a bunch of money by selling cheating mods for a game that produces around 500 million within 3 months. The judge did say that this individual agreed to playing the game, so all's fair if you're willing to agree to that user license. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's been this episode of News You Missed. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave me a big thumbs up. If you didn't enjoy it, you leave me a thumbs down. Let me know what I can do better in the future. And I'm on the road to 1 million subscribers. I would love to see you subscribe. Click that button, stay up to date with me, and enter that Nintendo Switch giveaway. As always, good gaming, God bless, and I'll let the end card slate take it away. You guys have yourselves a great week.